Right, so in this video, we're going to take a look at the cPanel for 000WebHost. And here we can see the statistics of our installation, the bandwidth quota, or disk space quota, and any other information that is necessary for us to know in the statistics section. In the website section, we have our WordPress and website builder options. In our files section, we can click on File Manager, and this is where we can upload any files that we need in our WordPress installation using our cPanel. So this is going to redirect us to our File Manager, and we have our public HTML file, which is where our WordPress installation lives. So we see our admin directory, our index.php file, our configuration files, and we even have our HTA access file. And this is where we can add some additional configurations for our WordPress installation. So if we click on the .hta access file, right click on it and click on view, it's going to give us a warning and let us know this is an unsafe site. And the access to this file is forbidden. So we can set different read-write permissions on our files. And this one in particular is forbidden for us to access and read it. Now we can look at some of the other sections in our website. If we go to our WordPress dashboard and we look at the plugins that are currently installed, we see that we have 4 plugins installed: Askimet All-in-One Analytics and Hello Dolly. And we also have a couple others, WP Forms and an Under Construction plugin. And in this section of our cPanel, we're in the WP content directory and then the plugins folder, and we can see the different plugins in that folder. Right, so if we go to plugins and click on add new, we can search for a plugin here. And let's say we want to install a plugin that will back up our WordPress website. We can search for backup, and this will filter out the relevant plugins for that search. So a popular plugin here, and let's go back to the plugins directory. And in the plugins directory, we see what's already installed. So if we click on install for Updraft Plus, this is a popular WordPress backup plugin. So we can back up and restore our WordPress installations easily to Dropbox, Google Drive, and several other cloud storage options. So now that this is installed, we can click on activate. This will take us to the Updraft Plus onboarding, and we just click on next. And here we see that we can click on backup now to back up our installation. This section is what can set our backup schedule. All right, so we can schedule it to 2 or more backups. Some of these features are limited because we would need the premium option or the premium plan to be able to back up to Updraft Plus's cloud. All right, so here's where we can figure the files that are backed up, the themes, and any other files that we need. And anytime we make any changes to our configuration, we would just click on Save Changes. All right, so Updraft Central is a premium option where we can update or upload our backup. And now let's take a look at our themes. So we see the different themes that are installed in our cPanel File Manager directory. And when we go to the Appearance and Themes section of our WordPress dashboard, we see those exact themes which are installed. So currently the Shapely theme is active. And if we activate the 2020 theme, then this is what it would look like on the front facing side of the website. So I'm going to activate the 2020 theme, and we see here that the theme is now active. So when we refresh our website, we see that the theme has changed on the front end of our website. All right, so if we quickly go back to our 000WebHost cPanel, we'll see a section here to set a web address to our installation. So we can either purchase a new domain or connect a domain that we already own. There's also a database manager section. So this is the database related to our installation. And we can manage it using phpMyAdmin. So if we click on that, it will open up phpMyAdmin in a different tab, and we can view our database tables, and we can even perform operations, read-write operations on this table. So I'm just showing you this. I'm not going to make any changes to the database though. We can create new databases if we need to as well. There's a section to manage emails. So if we want to add an email forwarder or do set up email forwarding, we can do so in the manage emails section. And if we just want general website settings, we can click on website settings, and in the general tab, we'll see our host name, the port, the username that is associated with our installation. We'll also see the website name, which is the current URL, and other relevant information that we may need. We can also reset or delete our website. All right, so in the statistics tab, this is similar information to what we see on the main dashboard. That lets us know how much disk space we have used, and currently we have used almost half of our disk space. So remember, we're limited to 300 megabytes, so that will only allow us to install maybe a couple of plugins. All right, and a couple of images. All right, so we have a security section, and we can also set up cron jobs. So cron jobs simply allow us to automate certain commands or scripts on our website that will run at a specific time that we set. And we can manage redirects if we want to redirect a URL to a specific web page, or another domain to our website, or another URL to our website. We can do so here. We can even check the logs for any errors that may occur in our WordPress installation. And there's also a section here for us to be able to back up our website. But seeing that we are on the free plan, we would have to upgrade our current plan in order to be able to back up our website. All right, so that is why we have installed Updraft Plus in our WordPress dashboard, so that we can back up our website manually. So back in our WordPress dashboard, I want to make the distinctions between posts and pages. Posts are essentially blog posts on our website. Pages have to do with the different pages on our site. So currently, if we go to the posts tab, we have one post, Hello World, and this is a blog post. So if we view it on the front end of our website, that is what it looks like. I am going to modify this post and add some dummy text. So if we go to the Lorem Ipsum website, I'm just going to copy some dummy text here, and I'm going to edit this Hello World blog post. And this will take us to the block editor that will assist us with designing this blog post. All right, so if we want to know a little bit more about the block editor, we can read the information there. And once we click on get started, it will take us directly to the editor. And here I will just paste that dummy text that I copied. And over here we have different options. We can edit the permalink, right? We can edit the category tag. We can set a featured image for our blog post if we want. So if we click on that and go to our media library, currently we don't have any photos. So if I go to select file, I can upload a photo from my machine. So let's find a photo here. So you can either drag and drop files on this area, or you can manually select a file. All right, so let's find a simple image here. Let's upload this photo of this camera and click on open. And then we can set this featured image. We can add an alt text to this, which is good for SEO. So if our image doesn't load, then this alternative text is what will be displayed. And we can click on set featured image. Right, so this is what will show up on our website as the featured image for this blog post. And also if we want to add, any inline images to our blog post, we can simply click on this menu option here and we can add an inline image. All right, so we can just add this here and set it into a new line, and we'll just click on update and we'll see what our blog post looks like now on the front end. And let's change this title to first blog post and update it. All right, so when we refresh it, we see that the name of the blog post has changed. We're seeing our featured image, and we're also seeing the image that we added to our blog post. All right, so any edits that need to be made to our blog post can be made here. We can add new posts. If we want to manage the media that is installed on our website, we can click on the media tab. Currently, we have 2 images uploaded, and we can add videos, we can add files, we can edit any images that we have, we can crop our images, and we can increase or decrease the aspect ratio. The options are a bit limited for what you can do on WordPress. And this is our pages section. So remember before I said that pages are different from posts. So these pages are like our home page, our about us page, our contact page, and services page if you have one. And WordPress comes with a privacy policy page. So if we preview this page, let's open it in a new tab. We get this privacy policy that we can edit, and which is very important to have on your website so that people can know what your policy is when it comes to any information that they may share with you on your website. There's also a sample page. So if we view the sample page, this is what it currently looks like, and we can always edit this sample page as well. All right, so let's keep going. This comment section is for the blog posts, so users can comment on blog posts, and this is where you can manage those comments. WP Forms is a plugin that is currently available on this WordPress installation. We'll take a look at this later, but essentially we can design forms to accept input from different users. On the Appearance tab, we have several options on the Appearance tab. Right, so if we go to the front end of the site, we see in the footer we have some recent posts, recent comments, and archive section. These are called footer widgets. So in order to edit these footer widgets, we would go to the Appearance tab and click on Widgets. And this is where we can edit those widgets. We can remove them or modify them if we choose to. All right, so we have some similar options here as what we have in our blog post. So we have a visual editor, and we can add any element that we would like. We can add photos, we can add a map, we can add video, whatever we need to. In the menus tab, this is where we set a main menu for our website. So I'm going to create a main menu, and I'm just going to name it main_menu. And I'm going to click on automatically add new top level pages to this menu. So any page that I decide to create, I'm just going to automatically add it to the menu. And currently we only have one page in our website, our sample page. So I'm going to add this to our menu and save this menu. All right, so if we click on background, we can add a background image to our website. If we click on customize, this will allow us to customize our website on the front end. So we can change the colors, we can change some theme options, we can change the template features, the identity of the site. We can upload a different logo, set a background image. We can modify the main menu from here. We can also modify the widgets from here as well. All right, so we have footer 1 and footer 2, which relate to these sections here in the footer. We have some homepage settings, so we can set our homepage either to the latest blog posts or to a static page. And we can even add some custom CSS here for some styling to our website. So let's go back to the dashboard. And if we click on the theme file editor, this section has the theme files that I would not recommend going in and changing. So here in the users section, this is where we can manage the users on our website, right? So if we want to add a new user, we can go in and create a user profile and give them a role. So currently the default role is a subscriber, but we can give them an editor role or an administrator role. We can modify the profile look and feel of the website. When somebody signs up, they can even come in and edit their password. They can even come in and edit their profile picture or reset their password. If we click on the tools section, we have some options here, and you may not need to worry about some of these options. For now, we can do an import and export action on our website information. We can check on the health of our website on this tab. We can export any personal information that we need to, or erase personal data. And we can even change the URL. All right, there's a section here called the all-in-one WordPress migration, and this allows us to export our site or import a site to this installation. We can even perform a backup using this plugin. So this is a pretty neat plugin that comes with our WordPress installation. Here on the settings tab, these are the main settings for the website. Right, so we have our site address currently set to HTTPS. We can allow people to register or not and set a default role. We can change the language and the time zone, which I'll change to Bogota. And I'm going to save the changes that I have currently made. We can go to the writing tab, and in this tab we can set some information regarding our mail server, but I'll leave that as the default setting. On the reading page, we can also specify on this page if we want to set our home page to a latest post or static page, and we can set how many blog posts that we want to show on the home page. In the discussions tab, this section has to do with the comments that are under each blog post. So we can set moderation settings, and we can force a comment to have to be manually approved before it shows up underneath a blog post. Here in the media settings, we can specify thumbnail sizes and different sizes for any images that are uploaded. In the permalinks section, I am going to change this setting to post name. As you can see, the post name has a really neat and simple URL. It's currently set to custom structure. So this is not a really user-friendly URL. So that's why we're going to change it to the post name option. That will give us a nice user-friendly URL, and we'll click on Save Changes. When we click on privacy, this is where we can manage our privacy policy page. We can change page if we need to from here. This section for Monster Insights, if we want to track the visitors to our website and see where they are visiting us from, or visiting the website from, we can connect Google Analytics profile to this plugin. And it's pretty simple. We just have to go through the wizard and allow the plugin to help us to set up analytics on our website. So this will show us the engagement. It will show us which pages people are viewing the most and how long they are staying on our website. All right, so it essentially will track any visitors and track conversions on your website. So this is a pretty neat plugin so that you can know how your website is performing traffic-wise, and I would suggest that you set this up. We're not going to go through the setup for Monster Insights in this video. We're just going to quickly take a look at it and just to see the different features that it has. All right, so it even has an integration with all-in-one SEO. And this plugin also helps us to improve our search engine optimization rating. So if you want to show up in Google search, this plugin will help you to achieve that. And also there are other plugins and tools that are part of the Monster Insights family that they are suggesting that you install in order to, make your website more dynamic and be able to use data and tracking and engagement for your website visitors. All right, so some of these plugins we will be taking a look at in later videos. So it's nice to know that they are available. If you want to know some more about these, you can click on the Learn Now. And you can also read some of these online marketing guides and resources that are available here. This will teach you how to market and promote your website online and how to get more visitors and traffic to your website.